Hey guys, what's up? So previously we've already finished with yung assignment ng supports and section properties. Before we proceed with yung susunod na requirement, which is yung loading, we are supposed to fix yung model natin kasi actually may error dito or may mali doon sa ating model. So what I'm referring to is if I open utilities and then i-measure natin yung node distance natin for yung node na to. So as you can see, naka-inches siya, no? So naka-inches. Because if we are going to look at yung command file natin, so sa under utilities din, and then alright, so under utilities, wait lang. Alright, so under utilities, so inopen ko lang yung zoom it para makapag-sulat tayo sa screen. So, command file, under the units and yung unit setting natin, unfortunately, hindi siya nag-automatic na although kanina, if I'm not mistaken, ang nilagay natin na setting is metric, pero unfortunately, naka-inches keeps siya. So, hindi siya SI unit. So, may problema tayo pagdating sa paglalagay natin ng loading, no? For yung display, it can easily be fixed by going under view, tapos doon sa may display options, or this can also be accessed under files, tapos settings, and then display option. Yan. So, ito yung option natin. We can change yung structural unit natin, yung dimension to be in meters. I'll just click apply and then pwede rin natin set up yung section units as well as yung force units natin. Yan. So, ito naka-keeps. I'll change this one to kilonewton. But since our model is using inch keeps, I do not advise, I will not be advising you to change this manually. Huwag nating palitan to ng meters tapos kilonewton. Kasi remember, yung mga joint coordinates natin dito, ang default nito naka-inches yan. So, ibig sabihin, kapag pinalitan mo lang ng unit yung value, hindi automatic na magko-convert yan into its SI correspondent value. So, magiging meter yung inches. So, instead of ito 157, instead na inches yan, magiging meter na yan. Which will mess up your model. That's why dito okay lang, no, sa display. However, if we proceed and create yung mga definitions natin, let's say, let me just provide you with a basic example here. So, may load case tayo dyan. Maglalagay tayo ng isang loading. Let's say, member load. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi nagpalit yung units natin. Although, dun sa ating settings, dun sa software, pinalitan natin ng SI or kaya metric unit, pero dito hindi siya nag-modify. Which, of course, you can still use this one. Kaya nga lang, if you're using metric or SI, you'll have to convert directly to yung kanyang counterpart na English units. Now, if you want to do that, well and good. You can just proceed with yung project. Pero since gusto natin na mas mabilis yung modeling, hindi natin i-allow yung ganito. Now, ano ba yung alternative na pwedeng gawin? There are no shortcuts actually. Parang hindi natin pwedeng palitan lang dito mismo sa software. Again, like I said, hindi natin pwedeng palitan dun sa command file kasi naka-set up na yung mga dimensions natin. Etong mga values dito, wala yang kinalaman dun sa unit sa taas. So kapag pinalitan mo yung unit, hindi magbabago yung value. That's why the only option that we have is to create a new model. So, whenever you encounter this kind of problem, so what I would suggest is mag-open kayo ng bagong Staad software, UI, by going under your desktop, hanapin nyo yung Staad. Ito. So, Staad, or dun sa start menu, Staad tayo. And then, you're going to create another file or kaya another project. And then, ima-manual natin na ililipat yung information. Now, we'll do the same process. Let me just create sample number 3. Structure natin, file name is warehouse. By the way, pansin natin dito, dun sa initial na modeling natin, naka-default sa English. So what I did was, pupunta tayo dun sa configuration and then under general, you'll have to change the base unit to metric. If you prefer metric unit. So metric yan. So that yung lalabas dun sa ating job information later on dun sa command file is naka-metric unit tayo. Meter, kilonewton. So once that's done, no, yung sa unit dito naka-metric na. So I'll press create. Ayan. So yung folder does not exist. Let me allow the software to create it for me. So ito yung bagong file. Ito yung old na project natin. So on your old project, you'll have to click on the screen dun sa may drawing area para mag-activate siya. So pansin nyo yung difference. I mean yung nag-activate na blue. No, kapag click ko yung drawing area versus yung nodes table right here, kung sino yung highlighted, siya yung activated. So i-activate ko yung screen ko and then I'll press Ctrl A, tsaka natin kukopyahin Ctrl C, and then lilipat tayo sa kabilang model and then Ctrl V. Now you're given an option to choose kung saan yung origin mo. Of course, we will choose 00 kasi yun yung origin natin sa original. I'll press OK, and the geometrical property were transferred properly. However, yung mga properties natin ng section, material, and specs were not transferred automatically. So, ang shortcut lang natin dito is yung copy-pasting ng model. So, unfortunately, ito hindi na natin magagamit, but of course, we're going to use yung kanilang section properties dito. Now, yung bits nung susunod na portion ng gagawin ko dito is a little bit hacky. Pero, please be very careful when using this kasi pwedeng masira yung model ninyo. So, what I mean is, titignan natin yung difference nung kanilang command file. Okay. So, tignan natin yung command file nilang parehas. No? So, command file ng original, eto. So, minimize natin yung mga tree view. Right. Ito yung original and then yung bago, ito. Okay. Saan yung isa? Pagtabihin natin. Right here. So, ito yung dalawang command file natin. Ito yung original. And then, ito yung bago. Now, the only difference is that kung mapapansin natin, yung support information, yung constants natin, so, define materials, yung section properties natin, yung constants, kasi may beta angle tayo kanina, so, or dun sa previous na example, support, and then yung, ito is ginawa ko lang, actually. So, we can actually remove this one. Ito yung susunod na part, no? So, doon sa transfer natin, ang kailangan natin gawin is to create yung definition ng material natin, yung property ng sections, and then yung mga iba pang details katulad ng support. Okay? So dito ang wala is yung sa material. Pero ang problema dito is kapag kinopya natin yung define material, naka-English kasi. So 29,000 is kips, which is hindi natin pwedeng gamitin kasi ang unit base natin dito kilonewton tsaka meter. kilopascal yung magiging unit nito kung sakali, which will be erroneous dun sa ating model. Mali na yung magiging output natin. So, ang gagawin ko is, babalik ako dun sa aking new model, and then magkikreate lang ako ng basic lang na material. So, let's say circular, palitan ko ng steel. Palitan ko ng steel kasi steel yung gagamitin natin. I will allow the software to create a material for me. Or I mean, to add a material for me. So, mag-a-add tayo. Or by the way, hindi ko pa pala ito kino-close. I-close ko muna yung aking editor. And then, define tayo ulit. Steel, and then add. I will assign this one to any of my member. Okay lang na i-assign kasi later on, ma-override naman. Papalitan natin yan. Balik ako dun sa command file. I'll save the model as requested by the software. Ayan. So, dun sa information natin, may nasama na information additional. So, we have yung joint, and then nadagdag na yung define material, member property, and constants. We do not need this one, yung member property and constants, because we're going to use yung galing dun sa original. Okay, so member property, constants, and support. Yan yung original na model natin. Okay, I'm done with my original na model. Close ko na lang yan. No. I do not want it to be modified at all. Ito naman, naka-yellow. Right here. It means that we've made some modification with our command file. We'll have to save it before continuing with yung modeling natin. Isi-save ko lang para mag-green. And then, i-close ko yung window. Right? So, ito yung, tignan natin yung ating model. Let's wait a little bit. Medyo naghang. Ayan. So, ito yung model natin na bago. Pangalan niya is warehouse versus yung original na steel structure. Now, pag pumunta ako balik tayo ng geometry and then go back to property, nawala na yung circular column kanina, or I mean na beam, and then napalitan ng mga nilagay natin na property from yung galing sa original na model natin. Right? So, to check if yung model natin is actually correct under yung mga assigned properties niya, mag 3D tayo, tingnan natin. And so far, I guess, tama. It coincides with yung original na model natin. And pansin natin dito, yung inassign natin na beta angle still remains. Alright? And with that, we're done with this part of yung lecture.